I mean, so when you talk about the First Amendment, it's all wonderful and everything, but what are we doing to protect those rights right now when we have a court system that is effectively broken?
Well, I agree with you. The courts have not protected us. I also think that the Democrats have not been strong enough in standing up for human rights. This is why I voted against Lake and Riley, which so many Democrats supported and voted for, which basically which was imported from right-wing European parties and basically gave the power for deportation without due process. So we voted for it, many of Democrats, not me, and many of them in the swing states. And then when Trump basically started doing what Lake and Riley said, we said, well, no. Well, how about we had morally consistent opposition from the beginning? And then so many Democrats, I've defended free speech in a philosophical way, but I have no sympathy for the Democrats that threw the trans community under the bus and blamed Kamala Harris's loss on that. And then you had all these Democrats saying, well, it's because she cared about they them ad. Well, no, that's not why she lost. There was issues of the economy. There was issues of Biden dropping out too late. There was issues about our vision. But we can't start compromising the human rights of the trans community and expect that to be a party of conviction.
Okay, but what is it that you need us that you need from us to do?
Well, we need to be all mobilized to understand that ultimately the courts are not going to protect us. The courts may protect us from the very worst, like Trump trying to run a third term, and they may come in at these enormously huge moments. But in terms of the day-to-day erosion of federal agencies, they haven't protected us. Militarization of the streets, they haven't protected us. Deportation without due process, they haven't protected us. You're not going to have me disagree with you about the failure of the courts.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I think what we need is mobilized Americans standing up for these rights. And in some places it's worked. I mean, in some places they've actually stopped the splitting up of families, and it's the American people who highlighted the deportation of Abrego without due process that at least prevented further things happening. It was the mobilization in Los Angeles of Americans that called out the abuse. So I think we all have to speak up for these rights and mobilize. That's the only thing that we can.
Going down, that's right here, right now, the political drain.